So guys, strange title, yeah? How to fail better. Failing is epic, and it can be the exact system reset that you need. We all do need a system reset on Mondays, don't we? And morning Gav, he's here. Yes, legend. We all need a system reset sometimes. And as I've said over and over again, Fran, how you doing? Good morning. Thanks for being here. I think I've said this 1,000 million trillion times. Every single day, Jackson, how you doing? We get a brand new chance to try again. That's the single most fascinating thing about life for me. It actually doesn't matter what happened yesterday, what I did, what I didn't do, what I succeeded in, what I failed in, what happened, what didn't happen, anything at all, what was good, what was bad, what went well, what didn't go quite so well, anything at all. Morning Kurt, how you doing? Jackson, Kurt, both say morning, let us know where you're from. You can just go again. And there's not many things in life where you get that opportunity, is there? Like very often if you mess something up, it can be kind of terminal or fatal, but we don't. In life, whatever we do, we don't do, we get a fresh chance every day. So take that chance today. Whatever you've done or not done yesterday, this weekend, park it, it's gone, finished, okay? Now, fail big, this is gonna be an interesting morning webinar, okay? Good morning, Heather, Barbara, say hello and tell us where you're from. Click some love hearts. Dream a dream that's worth dreaming is what I'm gonna start with, okay? So, we spend our lives doing a lot of things. Training, earning money, grafting, working, building businesses, building relationships, working long hours, all these things, hours in the gym, hours training, loads of running, always looking for different diets, always looking for new training plans, always looking to better ourselves. And what we need to define, morning Owen, is what makes all that effort worthwhile? Because this is what I see in the world. And this is what I did for a long, long time when I was obsessed with earning money and obsessed with being in the best physical shape I could possibly be in. Probably for no other reason than that I wanted attention and I wanted affection and I wanted the love that it brought me. Because I wasn't getting enough of any of those three things that I needed, and it was a way for me to find it, okay? Takes a lot of soul searching to be able to stand up and say that. That's why I was kind of okay and kind of pioneered being depressed, being anxious, having PTSD for a while and thought it was cool. Why? Because it got me extra love, got me extra attention, got me extra affection. What does earning lots of money do? Gets you all of those same things, okay? What does stepping on a bodybuilding stage do? Gets you all of those things. Now, we have to understand what the desired outcome is. So what's the desired outcome of whatever this thing is? What's the payoff? Okay, what's the bonus? What do we get from doing what we keep doing all the time, okay? Now, for me, it goes back down to what we discussed yesterday about finding excitement, not happiness. Because happy and sad, as we said, is the two sides of the same coin. Coffee makes me happy. Are you going to fulfill my life? No, not really. Lots of things make you happy. Lots of things make you sad. But what I think we all miss is ADD. What Tim Ferriss calls ADD. And he actually makes this stand for Adventure Deficit Disorder, which is something as adults, morning Sophia, that we all just drift into, okay? If your kids are watching, cover their ears. But if anyone says to me, be realistically, I want to tell them to fuck off instantly because I don't want to be realistic. Why be realistic? You know, think back to kids believing in Santa and how exciting it was. And when, I'm trying to think of like another example, even more so when you're very young, parents will get this as well. You'll even say it, but you'll have forgotten that you said it. Oh, you can achieve anything, you can do anything you want to. You know, you convince your kids that they can be neurosurgeons or rocket pilots or run their own circus. I don't know, whatever their dream is at that age. You convince them that that's okay. And that motivates them. And that's great. And they love it. And they think it's incredible. And it excites them. Oh, I'm going to be a space rocket pirate when I grow up. But then we get to some point in life and all these dreams just get nullified. Oh, be realistically, you're never going to achieve that. Okay. Now, what I still believe that any single person can achieve anything that they want, by the way. And I believe I can. And I now believe I'm proving that every single day, especially with some of the people that I'm now having conversations with in regards to something in my eye, in regards to my music. Okay, but it depends on how bad you want it. And it depends on, more than anything, how often you're willing to fail and how good you are willing to get at failing. Because I'll tell you what, for that one email that Groove Armada ended up answering and will now be remixing one of my records, there's 1,000 emails that didn't get answered, that got rejected, okay? And that epitomizes life for me. Now, I used to have a bit of a goal when I wanted to make £1,000 a day. I think it was ego-central. It was based around wanting things, cars, houses, lifestyle, chicks, all that things, you know, as a young lad, what you do. But I was literally working for work's sake, 18, 19, 20 hours a day. Massively falling into the I'll be happy when fallacy. I'll be happy when I earn 6 figures. I'll be happy when I get a detached home. I'll be happy when I get a Range Rover. I'll be happy when I get a nightclub. I'll be happy when, okay? I'll be happy when I get a trophy girlfriend. All of those things, okay? And I had them all, and none of them made me happy. In fact, they led me to the darkest place I've ever been. Why? Because I was just working for work's sake, or training for training's sake. Now, who's ever said something like this? I will work until I have, and then you insert the amount, okay? The amount you desire to have in savings, the amount for the house you want to buy, the amount you need to save for the dream car, okay? And then I will, very often, some people will then insert the dream. I will work until I have, and then I will buy X, okay? This is a very, very void place to be. And it's why so many entrepreneurs and people who earn a lot of money end up being suicidal, because they purely work for work's sake and to buy material things, okay? You know, you see them on social media all the time, always talking about the grind and the hustle and the 6-figure this and the 6-figure that and all the crap that surrounds it, and posting pictures of them next to their cars and posting pictures of them next to their house and posting the highlights of their fucking latest holiday that's on their credit card to the Maldives and all that. I've been there. I've done it, okay? So if I'm pissing anyone off and triggering them, don't, because it was me, okay? But there comes a point when we start to accept reality, okay? Or maybe the opposite. Maybe we stop accepting reality, okay? But trust me, the biggest danger in your entire life is not being skint, it's not working the hours, it's tolerable boredom. And that is why so many people are unhappy, because your life is boring, okay? You don't do anything that excites you. You don't do fun stuff with the kids because you're grafting. Don't go and visit your friends or call your mates because you're too busy with work, okay? Boredom, 100%, not failure, is the enemy. Write that down. Boredom is the enemy, not failure. So, we're going to come on to a little bit more coaching here, but hands up if you're definitely at a stage or have been at a stage where you feel like you need to reignite life. Who feels they need more excitement? Who feels they need something to get excited about, you know? Something to get up for in the morning other than work, okay? Who needs a challenge? Who needs a focus? Because this is where I see so many people who are, again, being given the labels, given the labels of anxiety, given the labels of depression, given the labels of mental health issues, given the labels of all these things. Most of them, and trust me, I know this from experience of working with thousands of clients, nearly all of them are very fucking bored and they have no purpose. So all they think about is their thoughts, how they feel, okay? No purpose, no adventure, no excitement, working for work's sake, and literally accepting daily tolerable boredom, okay? Now, I want to have you consider this, okay? This is a killer quote, so I would write it down. Being wealthy means doing exciting things, not owning enviable things. That for me was like, I need to feel excited. I need to have purpose. I need to, have my purpose as a dad, have my purpose as a partner, have my purpose as a musician, have a purpose as my coach, be having an impact on people, be helping people, be turning up, be busy, be learning new things every single day, but making sure that they are things that are exciting, not things that just get me money to allow me to be able to buy enviable things that other people will go, oh, look at Lee, he's doing all right because he's got a Range Rover. That's bullshit. That will literally make you feel good for 2 weeks because you're papering over another crack of no excitement. That's why you needed to buy the Range Rover in the first place. One, I'm talking personally here, because you wanted to show the world how Billy Big Bollocks you are and how much money you're earning. Two, because you were papering over a crack and you didn't have any excitement, so you papered it over with a material thing. And three, it got you attention and affection and love, okay, which you may probably have been a little bit low on, which was why you felt the need to do it in the first place. Like, do you know how much excitement you could have had or created with that 90 grand that you wasted on a shiny object that only gets you from A to B? And let's face it, who's ever got the dream car and then you're like, yeah, I'm not eating or smoking or drinking or doing anything in this car. I'm just gonna, oh my God, look at it, it's so shiny, it's so beautiful. And within 3 weeks, you're smashing it up curbs, you've chipped every alloy, there's fucking crisp packets and sandwich packets and Coke cans and everything everywhere. And it just becomes your thing that you go to work in and that you drive to the gym in and that you go everywhere. Yeah, it might still make you feel good, but it's never ever gonna be the true wealth that takes you forward and makes you happy, okay? I did, Carly. I genuinely did. I thought it would make me happy. It didn't. So yeah, being wealthy is doing exciting things and having an impact, not owning enviable things, okay? Now, another phrase that's thrown around a lot, and this is why I'm going to come into why people keep failing and sometimes why you may have been led to believe that you can't achieve things, okay? Who's ever said this? Yeah, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's like a classic phrase. Oh, he's doing all right, isn't he? But at the end of the day, it's not what you know, is it? It's who you know. Like successful people or people with good bodies or wealthy people or whatever you see as the perception of what you aspire to be, you look at that person and just say, oh yeah, but look at him, he's all right. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It's like, well, he didn't know those people when he was born. He wasn't born into a successful group of friends. Wasn't born into a motivated group of people. Morning, Clark. Billy, say good morning, let us know where you're from. It was created. The same as energy is created. The same as emotions are created. The same as anxiety is created. All these things are created no matter what way you look at it. I do not believe that can be argued, okay? Richard Branson didn't pop out, and I won't use that word again, the V word that I used last week, out of his mother and was surrounded by successful, motivated people. It's the path that he chose. And he will have failed a million times before he got there, okay? Successful people were not all born with similar friends, okay? And the most normal people with the worst possible start in life or the worst possible situation you're in now can still build a supernatural, super not normal in any way network of people that they surround themselves with. But that's a choice, because you choose who you spend your time with. You choose what Facebook groups you're in. You choose how you spend your time, okay? You choose what you post on social media. You choose how much time you spend on there. Okay? You choose, right now there's someone moaning that they don't have time, they're too busy, or they can't lose weight, but they'll be moaning about something they know nothing about to do with the global situation on Facebook. They'll be drawn into it all day, one post. Or they'll be surrounding themselves with someone who's posting something exceptionally negative and then writing something like, yeah, I get what you're saying, Trace, I'm saying. Well, let's all build a therapist party, shall we? Let's all build a pity party and talk about how bad the world is, how terrible everything is. That's a choice. Okay, there's also a load of Facebook groups that are to do with fitness, health, motivation, being an entrepreneur, startups, side hustles, everything, okay? Everything is a choice, and this was taken from Adam Goosevelt, or Godsvelt, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but you have to learn to fail better if you want these things, okay? You have to stop fearing rejection, because most of you will never apply for the job that you want or the career that you want or try to start the business you want because you're scared either you fail or you'll get rejected. Well, guess what? If you fail, no one cares. Try again. If you get rejected, send them another letter. If you get rejected, send them another letter. Eventually, someone is going to reply, just like Guru Armada did, okay? You have to learn to overcome fear of rejection if you want to move forward, because this is what will help you redefine. Morning, Joanne. Say hello, let us know where you're from. This is what will help you redefine the self-set limitations that you keep giving yourself. I can't do X because of Y. Fuck off with that shit. You can. You absolutely can. Catherine, exactly. Fail forward. Who's had a dream that they've never started or never even pursued? I want to see as many comments as possible. How many people watching now, and I'll start, I have dreamed of something, be it a career, be it a job, be it a hobby, be it anything at all. Who has something in their life that they've always wanted to do, but they've never taken even one step of action towards it, okay? Why? Because you're scared. You're scared of rejection or you're scared of failing, okay? And you have to learn to be persistent with failing, okay? Deal with rejection and failure by being persistent with it. Because guess what? The same as everything else. Morning, Emma. Say hello, tell us where you're from. The same as everything else, okay? You're not following your dreams because you get rejected and then you give up. Okay? But Kieran, good morning, let us know where you're from. But every single time you get better at dealing with rejection by persistence, it gets easier and easier and easier. When I'm going to send an email to MK today. Anyone who's into house music will know who MK is. There is a high likelihood he will not reply to that. I will send it to him again next week, and the week after, and a week after. He's really busy. He probably gets 1,000 emails every day. Might get rejected, but do you know what? One day, he might just open it and listen to that record, and my life would be changed forever. Okay, but if you don't try, because you're scared of rejection, you will never, ever get better. So, on that note, just get good at failing. No one cares if you fail. No one's even watching. You seem to think the whole world's watching. No one is. No one cares. Everyone's just busy with their own stuff. Quote to end on from Samuel Beckett. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better. Gav, absolutely. What is stopping you right now pursuing a career as a singer? Keep attempting the impossible with courage until you fail better and better and better and better. And the more you learn to deal with that fear of rejection and that it's okay for people to ignore you and say no, the more courage you will develop to keep going, and eventually failing won't even feel like failing. It's just part of the process, okay? It's part of the test. It's part of the world seeing how big your gonads are. How many times are you going to get knocked down and keep getting back up, okay? How many times are you going to sing a song on Facebook, Gav? How many times are you going to go live and do it? How many times are you going to risk being laughed at? How many times are you going to risk being rejected? When we come out of this global situation, how much time are you going to spend practicing? How much are you going to record? How much are you going to send it to people? How many pubs are you going to start getting in contact with, seeing if you can go and sing there for free to build a following? When are you going to start your own little Facebook page? Okay? You can do all of those things. Completely in control. Made thousands of songs. Why aren't they out there? What's stopping you? What's stopping you posting and recording a new song every single day in lockdown? Ultimately, that is not only going to have an impact on you, it's going to have an impact on other people because it will make them smile and it will make their day and it will cheer them up. You're an endearing, charismatic person. Just need a kick to do it. Don't put it in the group. That's being too safe. Put it on your profile and I'll share it to the group. Okay? Have an awesome day, guys. But yeah, remember, keep attempting the impossible with courage to fail better and eventually you will succeed. But let's end on that quote again. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter, try again, fail better, because you can only fail so many times before you will eventually succeed, and you deal with that rejection by persistence. That's the only way to deal with it, okay? Have an awesome day, guys. I love you all. Clients, I will see you in exactly 3 minutes over in the private group to welcome all the new stars. Take care. Bye.